Welcome back in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. I'm Tom Callahan. We're getting ready to go tonight. The Mississippi Seawolves in town for the second of three this weekend against the Columbus River Dragons. River Dragons coming in off a big win last night, trying to get another 3 points here tonight as the River Dragons continue to battle for the top spot in the FPHL. We're joined right now by head coach Jerome Bechard. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about that effort last night. The River Dragons seem to have opened the scoring faucet a little.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of positives happened last night. We actually scored some goals. Our power play looked pretty good, and we played the game we wanted to play, but we still gave up a lot of opportunities on the other side.
Also, you mentioned the power play. That started clicking a little bit for you. What was working there?
You know what? I think we addressed their positioning. We kind of readjusted a few things, and we got to work the puck down low, and we did that, and we had a couple backdoor plays, and I mean, to me, it's pretty simple sometimes, but sometimes when you're out there, you tend to freeze up and are zoned in one particular play, and there's like three other things that are going on at the same time. And you know, we're lucky enough to see those opportunities and take advantage of them.
In the first period in particular, the team comes out flying, but you end up tied 1-1 after 20 minutes. Sometimes the team can get down, maybe a little discouraged, but it seemed like the guys really didn't do that.
Yeah, no, that's one of the positives. You know, we just kept on going, playing kind of the same way. We're all over them the first 10, 15 minutes. They score the first one, we tie it up. And I'm like, guys, just relax. And it kind of relates back to the beginning of the year. We're all over people. You make one mistake, it's in our net. And, you know, we rectified that and came out and scored a couple more and kind of had everything under control for the most part.
And I know right now, lineup-wise, you got Adam Vanelli back in the lineup. He scores. Great to see him jump back in there.
Yeah, no, Nels had some really good jump last night, and he's got a heck of a shot. So it's always nice to see him on the scoreboard, and the boys are pretty excited to see him back in the lineup.
I want to ask you, because you're wearing your jersey right now from the Legends game, but getting all these guys back together, what's that like to see all the old faces again?
Yeah, you know what? It's a special time. There's a big era of players in there. You know, 96 to 97, my era, and then the younger guys or whatever. It's just always nice to see them back here. You see my gray hair? Those guys all they all caused it, but you know what, retiring, you miss what happens in that locker room, not so much what happens on the in 20 years you're telling the same stupid jokes.
Well, and the other thing it does is it really shows just the depth of Columbus hockey history.
Yeah, you know, I mean, just the history itself, but you know what, just put a tap Columbus on our back, because we are a great hockey community. These guys wouldn't come back if they didn't enjoy themselves here, and that this town didn't have a big place in their heart. So we can all put a feather in our hat, and this town really supports hockey.
Well, not to mention that, but I mean, a few of them, much like yourself, chose to settle here or nearby and make their life here.
Yeah, no, we do. We have probably close to 8 or 9 guys that live here, found wives, and they have families here, and you know, again, a great town to raise a family, and you know, you're close enough to just about anything in the South or anywhere in the world if you need to go.
Well, let's come back to hockey tonight with the Mississippi Seawolves in town, and we'll wrap it all up with tonight's keys to the game.
Keys to the game, you know what? Simplify. I mean, I think we got to stay focused. I think, like last night, we would lose a little bit of focus here all over them, and then you make one bad play, and we give them a 2-on-1 or a breakaway. We just got to stay focused and execute the plays we're trying to make, and always have somewhat of a defensive mind or thought in your head to negate that.
Coach, thanks a lot. Best of luck tonight.
You bet.
All right, we'll be right back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. Jonathan and I will have the call from upstairs in the booth. The Mississippi Seawolves in town to take on your Columbus River Dragons. Back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.